how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. It's Monday morning. I'm here in Virginia getting loaded right now. I'm doing my best Uncle Fester impersonation. I wish I had a light bulb, to stick in my mouth so I could light it up. But anyway, very windy here today. Gonna have gusts up to 50 mile an hour. Yeah, it's blowing everything down. I'm sitting here at a customer right now. I was sitting over there waiting to get loaded earlier, and seen a big tree limb come out of a tree. And it's like no sunlight out of here. I don't understand why, I always look like, I'm glowing for some reason like this. Look at this. Maybe I got close to some radiation in life and never knew about it. That might help a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, let's get on with the story of the day. Got a load going back to Minnesota. Liking this, but the funny thing is a lot of places are closing, and the economy is going to be hurting. That's what the video is about today. Normally whenever I pull a load down to North Carolina, I have a chicken producer down there, and I've done a few loads for him, and I know the broker, somewhat. I don't know him by, we're not like bros, we don't hang out, but it's not a very big brokerage, so they learn people pretty quick. But yeah, they've shut that chicken facility down for cleaning right now. A couple weeks ago I was talking about they were having production issues, so now they've decided they're going to shut it down for like 2 weeks and clean everything really good, because of the coronavirus, not because of anything else going on. But they're like these other meat producers I'm going to talk about. They're getting worried about it. Employees are getting it, and once you get it in a place like that, it's like school. It just goes around and around. But the big story of the day, or two big stories I read yesterday: the Smithfield in Sioux Falls, South Dakota is shutting down indefinitely. Do not like the sounds of that. That place is massive. I have loaded out of there before. I don't load out of there currently. I mean, I'm not against it. If load came out of there paying good, I would run over there and grab it. But excuse me, I would run over there and grab it. But the real issue is the ripple effect this is going to cause all through the upper Midwest. I mean, that place is massive. Here's a few stats on the Smithfield, Sioux Falls. 3,700 employees work there. Man, that's a big place. They did say Smithfield is going to compensate the 3,700 employees for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully they're shutting down for 2 weeks. Maybe they can get it back in order. They did have quite a few people working there that had the COVID-19, coronavirus. 4 to 5% of U.S. pork production comes out of that one building. I don't know, is it just me, or does it seem like that's a lot of production to come out of one building? I mean, if something were to happen at that building, like has happened now, where it has to shut down, now the supply chain is suffering. I don't know. It just seems like a lot to be coming out of one facility. But I have picked up there, like I said, it is massive. All your big mega carriers do their dropping hooks there. Prime, Trans Am. I'm not speaking out of school there. I don't believe. If you're a big reefer company, you're probably going to pull out of there just the way it is. This place is massive. So you got to think all of those loads are not going to be moving for the next at least 2 weeks. So all of those companies have to find something else to do. That's what I was talking about, the ripple effect. And you say, well, hey, we'll shoot down to the big JBS facility there in Greenlee, Colorado. I've never loaded out of there. I've been by there before, but actually I have not loaded out of there. I've taken a load into there, and not meat. I was hauling some plastic wrap, like you stretch wrap pallets with. I took that into JBS one time. So I have been there. The place is massive as well. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's hot and humid here. I don't like to run the truck when I do a video, so I'm suffering for you guys. No, I ain't selling guilt trips today. But the Greenlee, Colorado JBS is massive too. 3,000 people work there as well. and they say they have confirmed 50 cases of COVID-19 among the 3,000 employees. Company says they are spending $1 million to get test kits into that facility to test everybody. So, you know, they're putting some effort in on getting everybody in there tested. I appreciate that. I think that is the big ball drop of the whole COVID-19 thing. Why do we not have test kits available everywhere? You know, like, from what I've seen on online about it, you know, basically it's a long Q-tip you swab your nose with, and then, you know, that's how the test is based. You just swab your nose. And I don't know if they send that off to a lab. I don't think it's an instant test. I think they have to send that off to a lab. But I don't understand why, you know, they don't convert all the labs that were doing, you know, like drug testing and all that. I don't see why they can't, you know, why they're not working on converting those over to tests for COVID-19. And you walk into any Walgreens, any CVS, you test yourself. You swab your own nose. You know, it's like you can get a DNA test kit at Walmart. You know, you swab your mouth and you put it in a little tube and you send it off. I don't see why COVID-19 can't be done the same way. And everybody knows I'm a medical professional and a scientist, so I know these things. But that's my big question. If I could ask the president or the Surgeon General anything, that would be my question. Why are test kits not available on every street corner? You know, like there should be more test kits than there are Reese's Pieces in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a Reese's Pieces anywhere. You should be able to get a test kit at the bank. You should be able to buy a test kit at Walgreens. You should be able to buy a test kit at a truck stop. And, you know, I was reading about the South Korea. They have a finger prick test that tests for antibodies to see if you're asymptomatic, you know, like you're in the middle of it and you don't even know it, or if you are over it. If you've had it and you've got over it, it can test to see if you've got the antibodies. Why don't we have that here? You know, like, if we're going to go around screaming America's the greatest, you know, we got to be the greatest. You can't say I'm the best and then not be the best. So that's my issue on the whole thing. I understand these places need to shut down. I'm not knocking anybody for doing what they got to do to protect their employees and protect the public. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like face masks. I don't know. If everybody's appreciating truck drivers right now, why don't they sell face masks at, you know, Love's and Pilot and TA? I don't know. I just don't understand why we can't get supplies and things we need in this country. Yet, you know, you can go down to Walmart and pick up basically anything in the world other than the things you need right now. It's amazing to me. So, and I understand you wear a face mask to protect the other people. It doesn't really protect you all that well, but, you know, it's one of those things. If everybody was wearing a mask, you know, we wouldn't be spreading it as bad. But that's what's going on, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about what is affecting trucking. This really affects me because it's up in the Midwest. And I know all those big carriers that are over in Sioux Falls are going to be pulling trailers out of there. And they're going to be hunting something to pick up. And, you know, there goes the neighborhood. Just to be honest about it, there goes the neighborhood. Hopefully we can get back to going here in the next couple weeks. I'm just wondering, you know, like, the benefit of shutting everything down like we have, has it been worth it? Only time will tell. You know, here in a couple years we'll know if it was a good idea or not. I got a feeling this is one of those things, as usual, you know, as history does with the government, as we look back on it, it's going to be one of those things where it was handled horribly from top to bottom. And, you know, I'm not picking on any one particular politician. I think they should all, I think about 90% of them should quit their job, but that's just my opinion. And, you know, go try to put them services to work in the public sector and see how well they, see how well they fare out there. But anyway, guys, that's it. I appreciate everybody watching. Gold stars for everybody. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Leave me some comments, please. Love those comments. And more importantly, take care of each other out there and take care of yourself. And, you know, be good to each other. Later.